Hey, good morning, everyone. My name is Tony Holowitz, and thank you for being here for this quick tutorial. On April 15th of 2025, ACT introduced a new version of their online web version of ACT. They call it ACT Advantage. And it led to a conversation in which I said, you know what, let me clarify some confusion about some of the naming of ACT's SaaS product, their cloud version. So ACT is always, or not always, but for a very long time had a web version of their ACT software. And typically what you had to do is if you wanted to use this, you had to set up and configure it on your own computer or web server. So that was really one of the first options. But then ACT introduced another version of their software in which they now offered ACT CRM Classic. Now, I started using this tool on December 25th, 2020. And I specifically started on that day because I knew no one would be in the office at ACT. And I wanted to see what happened when I started a trial and uploaded my database. I wanted to see how long it would take for it to go live. I also wanted to see how quick it would happen and if it would even happen on Christmas Day. Sure enough, I uploaded my database and it was live in less than an hour. So it was fully automated as it is today. So it is a SaaS product, and a SaaS product is software as a service that ACT started using or introducing. So you did not have to concern yourself with coming up with all the hosting and all the configuration and the expense of doing that. It was hosted directly by ACT in most cases, and it was a monthly and yearly option. You could pay approximately $40 a month or $360 per year. You had an option. After that, ACT introduced something called ACT Premium Cloud. And in this case, there were different tiers of this, but it was a full 1 year payment. Noting that on April 15th of this year, they offered something called ACT Advantage. So I still think of it today as ACT Premium Cloud. I have a hard time calling it ACT Advantage, and frankly, I think it can be a little confusing to the consumer. It is the SaaS product, the online product hosted by ACT themselves. Today it's called ACT Advantage. So what are the differences? What changed with ACT Advantage, which you might hear me and most likely will hear me refer to as ACT Premium Cloud? What has changed is they have 3 tiers, standard, professional, and ultimate. And with these tiers comes some different features, but as a total look at it, these are some of the things that they've incorporated. They've offered an online appointment scheduling tool. That's one thing. I think that's good for the average ACT user. Second, they have offered interactive quotes, quoting software. So if you do quotes for your clients or prospects, it's a great tool. I use it in my office, and I think this alone makes this software well worth it. So these are some of the other things. They have online surveys, online event management, a URL shortener, email list verification, website, chat, a customer portal, and project management. Now, some of these things I don't even use just because by the nature of the way I work, I really don't use these kind of tools, but they're there. Some of these are only available on the more expensive tier. But having noted that, the 2 things that I think for the, actually, I'm going to say 3 things that I think for the average ACT consumer can be really beneficial is one, the interactive quotes. I think the quoting software is phenomenal. Second, I can see how someone would like the online appointment scheduling, being able to put a calendar in front of your clients or prospects so they can schedule time with you and have all that information come right into ACT automatically. That's a great feature. And also the web form. So try to imagine this. If you have a website and you have a form on it that people fill out to request information, with ACT's web form, you can create a form, put it on your website, and when people fill it out, all that information goes directly into ACT. So these are some of the components, some of the things that are built into ACT Advantage. Again, what I refer to as ACT Premium Cloud, old habits die hard. And I think there can be a little confusion. If you're a current ACT customer and you have ACT Premium Cloud, if you want ACT Advantage, it's something that can be switched. You have to make a request. Sometimes, in some cases, you can only make that request when your subscription is up for renewal. noting that there's some subtle changes behind the scenes that are different in the way the licensing is laid out for Act users. So definitely talk to someone about it, describe your setup, just in case you might have to buy an extra seat because of your setup. But all in all, I believe some of these tools make Act a better product. It makes it so you can use these tools to really make Act pay for itself. And that to me, at the end of the day, for those people that don't really like subscriptions, if Act as a tool can help you earn more money and make you more profitable, then it's not a cost. It's a item that you can use. It's an asset to increase your business. And I truly believe that. So anyway, I just wanted to distinguish those different products and the way we refer to them. All in all, at the end of the day, I just think of it as Act. And today with Act, you have options. And that's a good thing for all us as consumers. Okay, my friends, I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me. Thank you so very much, and you have a great day. Bye now.